the trainer course this week, and I just got home last night, and right now I'm on home time. I'll get my first student this week coming up, probably on like next Wednesday. I'll probably get my first student. I still got the same truck, still got Ghost Rider, So I didn't end up getting a brand new truck yet. Um, what's going on, man? Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. But yeah, right now I'm on home time. I got home, like I said, last night around like 10 o'clock. Man, I got a story about a new truck situation, man. It's the craziest thing that I ever heard of. I was there all week trying to get a truck. Um, they have like 200 or something brand new trucks out there. Um, they had some other trucks that were like used that they were given to people too, which were like newer than mine. Mine's not too old really. It's a 2015. It has 300,000 miles on it. So it's not like a lot of miles. It is a manual 10-speed. Um, they normally like trainers nowadays to train in an automatic. Um, for one reason in particular, a lot of the people coming in have a automatic restriction. They can't even train in the freaking stick shift. I had a student that was there that I wanted to get that I couldn't get. He was from Virginia. Um, he lived in, it would have worked out perfectly for him to train on my account, but he was an automatic restriction, so I couldn't even get him. So that's kind of the reason I wanted to get a new truck. That, and there's some little things, minor things that are wrong with my truck. Like I only have like one speaker that actually worked properly, which is not a safety issue. So it wasn't like that big of a deal, I guess, to them. They tried to fix it. They put a new head unit in. They put a new speaker in. It didn't work. I still only have one. I still, to this day, only have one speaker that works. Well, when they go to their CDL school, they only get trained on an automatic, and they didn't train. They didn't get their CDL. They got their CDL strictly in an automatic truck, and that makes them have an automatic restriction to where, you know, their CDL is only good for an automatic. They have to, in order to get. That's why it's good when you go to your CDL school to get trained on the manual 10 speed or what. That way you can drive a manual or an automatic. You can do both. You can do either. So when you go to school, try to find a school that will train you how to shift. That way, you know, you can do either or. So, but like apparently a lot of the schools are changing to training on automatics too, because a lot of the mega companies, big companies are, switching to automatics. All their brand new trucks. You can't hardly find a brand new truck in a stick shift with you know, these mega companies now. So it's rare. You almost got to be like a million miler or something like that and like request it, and be like and get like you can kind of request a little bit of different things when you have like a million safe driving miles with one company. You get more perks than just someone that only has a couple 100,000 miles. It's not so you get a little bit more if you're a million miler with Warner. Their trucks come a little bit spec'd differently. They get satellite TV installed, and there's TV, and obviously, and then it comes with like direct TV, and it's already installed, and they have come with like an inverter. Some of them get like APUs, and they get like a special paint scheme and stuff. So that's what you get as a million miler with Warner, But just whatever, takes about getting a million miles safely. It'd take you like 10 years. I will say there's some Warner drivers there that have like, there's one that has 5,000 miles, 5,000 or 5,000, 5 million miles, 5 million safe driving miles. That's a lot. That's like freaking 40 some years or more, 45 years driving a truck with no accident. So that's a lot. That's a long freaking time to be driving a truck. But yeah, so million milers get more perks. I guess they've earned it. So put their time in and stuff like that. But anyways, when it comes to my situation and getting the truck, I tried the whole week when I was there. I was there on Monday, I left on Friday, and I didn't get home last night till 10. Freaking. Anyway, so I tried all week. Basically, I was told that they didn't have any trucks, right? They didn't have any trucks available as to like even though there was 200 brand new trucks sitting there. I guess not all of them were in the system or like ready to be issued to a driver yet. I mean, in all honesty, everybody that goes in there wants a new truck. I mean, everybody's like, hey, how do I get a truck? I want a new truck, all this and that. And everybody's wanting a brand new truck. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been here almost January will be 2 years that I've been with Warner. Um, I've had, uh, I've been safe. I've been a safe driver. I don't have any violations, any accidents, any speeding tickets. My loads are on time, if not early. I mean, you'll be surprised, man. There's females that know how to drive stick too, but there's just you'll be surprised how many males don't know how to drive a manual. So it's not necessarily a gender thing, but I mean, I understand what you're saying, but no, I can't. I don't want any more children. I have two little girls, and that's plenty enough for me. And I appreciate it. Thanks for the, you know, thanks for that, man. Thanks. Yeah, I like my truck. I like the house, and obviously my truck's in my driveway. So I mean, I live in a neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like so I can park my truck in the driveway, but I can't bring the trailer home. Across the street over there is a small little playground, so it's kind of perfect. It's right in front of my house. The kids can go play on that, and so I don't really need to buy a freaking swing set in my backyard. There's one across the street. Saves me a little money there. But anyways, back to truck situation. I was there all week. I asked for a truck. I mean, I like, hey, what do I got to do, to get a truck? And basically, they told me that it wasn't going to happen for me. And I'm like, so I was a little bit discouraged by it. I'm not going to lie. But I got over it. And I'm like, all right, I'm not going to get a truck. Whatever. I'll just appreciate the truck that I have still. And I cleaned it up. I washed it, and I actually shined the wheels up and stuff too. I'll show this side. The sun's on that side. But I shined my wheels. I did it myself actually. They have a water steamer that has water. It burns all like the road grime and stuff off of it. But no, I shine my wheels. They look decent, you know. Shine my wheels up. I shine these back wheels up too. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it looks pretty good. I put some work into it. It's not perfect. Don't get me wrong. Did it by hand, but they look pretty good. And then Friday on my way home, I'm like, I'm like almost 5.5 hours, uh, uh, down the road, leaving Springfield, the terminal, and I'm like an hour from home. Of course, the terminal calls me, and you're like, yeah, we have a brand new truck waiting for you. I'm like, I was just there all week. You told me for me to get a truck, and then you called me 5 hours after I left. I'm like, that's bad timing. I'm like, so now I'm between kind of a rock and hard place, because I can't just drive to Springfield, Ohio, anytime I want. You know what I mean? I'm dedicated to Best Buy, running out of Virginia. We don't ever go to Springfield. That's why when I was there, I was so like, I was kind of, hey, I need to get it while I'm here, basically, because I'm not going to come back here. I'm not going to have the opportunity to, and I was told basically they didn't have no trucks and that I'm going to have my truck. And I got over it. I'm like, all right, fine. That's cool. Whatever. I cleaned it up. Like I said, took pride in it, cleaned it up, cleaned the inside, cleaned the outside, washed the son of a bitch by hand. You know what I mean? And I got over it. And then they call me and tell me they got one waiting for me after I left. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little upset about that. I'm like, I was there for freaking 4.5 days, and you call me when I leave and tell me I have a brand new truck waiting for me. So me and my fleet manager got to work out. Maybe I can go back down there on Monday and do the same thing I did to get there. Last week. Go pick up an empty lease trailer or a rental trailer and take that to the terminal. Just now he has to work. He has to work that again. And hoping that the loads that we have on our account, we have enough drivers to cover. You know what I mean? So it's like, I was already there. We already put, your fleet manager has to send, emails or information saying like, hey, this driver needs a new truck for whatever reason, you know, and he did that, you know, he did what he was supposed to do, and it just didn't work out while I was there, you know, and like I said, I almost gave up getting a new truck, cleaned my truck, and then they tell me I'm getting a new one when I'm 5.5 hours away, you know, so I'm like, I'm not coming back, I'm not turning around right now, I'm almost home, you know, I'm almost home, I'm not freaking turning around and driving driving back, you know, and they're like, well, I said, will you hold it until Monday, you know, manager that when I get there, they're gonna have a truck ready, you know, and I'm not there at the terminal again all week waiting for a truck or something, you know. So, you know, it's not gonna be worth our time. They're wasting our time and a driver on the account just to go sit at the terminal for a couple of days, you know. I don't know, man. I even put my freaking CB in my truck. I finally hooked my CB up. I've had it forever. I've been driving for almost 2 years without a CB. And I hooked that up while I was there too. I don't have my keys to my truck in the house, but so I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. You got to put up a little bit of I don't know what you want to call it. You know, it's just, I mean, for lack of better words, just, you know, there's gonna be some BS. You know, it's like, or some misinformation or lack of communication or bad timing, things that come up that you have to deal with. You know. I mean, I couldn't. They gave me good news, you know. You got a brand new truck waiting for you, you know. But I'm like, I left 5.5 hours. I left 5.5 hours ago. Bad timing, you know. I was there for freaking what? I was there all week, you know. So I am a little disappointed, but maybe we can still work it out. But man, talk about kind of going through like, you know, um, going through push like different levels of, I don't know, man, like just confusion, you know, like Georgia, come on, I gotta get my dog in the house. Yeah, man, it's, you're not gonna get everything you want, freaking all the time. And the thing is, like, you know, the people up there, they're dealing with students, they're dealing with all kinds of drivers, and you know, they you know, they hear these things. They don't know who you are exactly at the terminal. You know what I mean? They don't know how long you've been with the account, or how long you've been with the company, or you know how hard you work, or you know they don't know all those things. Your fleet manager and the people that you work with will know. You know, they'll know you more. So you know, you just gotta, you take the good with the bad, and you know, kind of just hope for the best, expect the worst, hope for the best. You know, that's all you can really do, because it's really out of your control, a lot of things. And you know, you try not to be picky and try not to be like, you know, demanding, hey, I want a new truck, I'm not leaving here without one. You know, I mean, you can do that, but I don't know that that's gonna matter. You know, and they're like, well, you're not gonna get it. You know, so I don't know what changed as to why they were issuing me a truck on Friday instead of, you know, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. I don't know why they would issue me a truck after I already left, you know, but Georgia. So, yeah, so that's kind of the situation that I'm in right now. Um, like I accepted the fact that I wasn't going to get a truck. I accepted it, you know. I'm like, you know what, this truck's fine. It actually is my truck. The truck that I have now, yeah, timing, you know, the timing was off, you know, but it just sucks because the timing was perfect. I was there all week, you know, I was there all week. Springfield's a great terminal to go to get a new truck because they have a boatload of them. You know, there's freaking 200 trucks there, or 100, they're a lot. I mean, the Allentown, PA terminal, they don't really have new trucks like that. Their terminal is smaller. You know what I mean? They don't even, you can't even really take a trailer there. So, you know, so like this is my opportunity that I'm probably not going to get for a while to get a truck. But I got a truck. I just had already left, and I wasn't turning around because I was coming home. Like if I go back now, I'm gonna be here freaking all weekend, and I mean that's so many out of route miles and all that. All right, Roy, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, just you can email it to me so you don't have to put it on here. You can email me your number, truckerkennedy24 @gmail. Yeah, so I'm a little bit bummed out with the truck situation, but I'm still excited to train. I like my truck. My truck's damn near the fastest truck on the account. I mean, I'm pretty sure it is. So, so people were like, I don't know why you want to give that truck up, man. That freaking thing passes everybody. So, you don't have to. You don't have to do a dollar account. You really don't have to. They just a lot of times the accounts that have the spots open and they pay pretty well as they're starting out. You know what I mean? You just got to do a lot of damn manual labor work. But if you want something, if you can handle that, then it's not good. It's not that bad to start out on. Get your foot in the door, and until something else better opens up. But you don't have to do those accounts. It just depends on what they have in your area. The 4 points, yeah. I don't know much about that, but you know, I don't know if the home time works and it's enough money. You could still do that. It's not you don't have to unload it. You don't have to unload majority of any other accounts except for the dollar accounts. So you just gotta find the right account and the right amount of home time that works for you and your family and stuff. Yeah, you gotta be patient. You gotta just I don't know. I guess you chalk it up as like a learning experience, and just like maybe like a thing that like tests your will and stuff like that. I could be like, man, I didn't get a truck. I should have got a truck. They're kind of messing me around, and they called me freaking after I leave to give me a truck. Man, this company don't have it together. They don't know what they're doing. The communication's off. I'm gonna quit. Go find something else. I've been doing it I got my experience already. I got enough experience to where I can leave and go somewhere else. I got the experience now. I got the safe driving miles. I got a trainer certification. I got driver of the month. I got all the things that I need to go get. I can get a local job right now because I have the experience. I stuck with one company. I got my 21 months of freaking on the job. Basically not over the road, but gone all. I'm still driving a tractor trailer all week, every week. So I got 200,000 some miles under my belt. That's a lot of the requirements for local jobs where I live. You got to have at least 200,000 miles and be driving for like 2 years. So I damn near got all that. I mean, I've had plenty of opportunities. I've had plenty of offers myself. I've had a dump truck offer. I've had another buddy of mine has a small company and they wanted me to drive their truck. I would have been driving what was it? Freak, I can't remember what it was, but it was a Peterbilt. It wasn't governed, and I probably would have been home every day. But I did. I like what I have. I like what I have right now. It's working. I like all the fleet managers. I like the fleet managers I have, and the schedule that I have, and the fact that I don't have to drive my personal vehicle to and from work all week has saved me so much money. And I am gone all week. Being home every day would be better, but it just I don't know. With Warner, man, I got so much flexibility. With because there's so many drivers. You know what I mean? Like if you need off, there's a really good possibility that they're gonna have another driver there to be able to cover for that. You know what I mean? You're gonna be able to get that time off. At a small company, I'm kind of afraid that like if I need a day off, I'm not really gonna be able to get it. You know what I mean? Because there's not gonna be another driver to be able to cover this for that. They're gonna it's gonna be harder to have off, I would imagine. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they can work with you and stuff like that, but just been, it's I don't know. And then Warner has all the benefits. You got every benefit in the world that you probably will need, and you get it from one company. And they got the retirement, they got this, they got. I mean, they have a bunch of stuff. I ain't gonna lie. And in my position that I'm in, money is not the most important factor. So the cents per mile that I'm getting paid isn't the most important factor to me right now. So I'm with a company that I stuck it out with. I got through some hurdles, some obstacle courses, or obstacles, not obstacle courses, but obstacles. I got through some bad things, and I never let up. You know what I mean? I just kept grinding as hard and as safe as I could, no matter what they threw at me. I've had it in my brain or in my mind that I'm going to spend 2 years here no matter what happens. I don't care how bad they treat me. I'm going to spend that time here, you know? And I got past after the first year, man, it got so much better, so much better. So I'm thankful for that, but I know I worked for it too, but and I didn't give up, but yeah, I want to. I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't mind working 1,000 a week after taxes, man. Yeah, I mean that's the first year's tough to do that, depending on the count and how how long you're out. You probably can do that. I just I don't know. You know what I mean? I get about $1,000 a week before taxes. You know what I mean? So um, but yeah. So I mean, but I also the schedule that I have, I make them. I get. I mean, I'm not gonna say what I get, but the schedule I have is perfect. I do that in about 4 days. So I leave money on the table every week. Every week I leave money on the table in order to be home a little more with my family. So, and they allow me to do that. You know what I mean? So I could make an extra $200 or $300 a week. If I didn't have the schedule that I'm able to have. So I do leave money out there. So I remember that. I'm like, you know what? If I needed more money, I could get it. Because I'm leaving money on the table every week. Until peak season comes, I'm able to do it. When peak season gets here, I can't do that schedule anymore. I got to do what everybody else is doing because they need me. They need all the drivers because they have like double the loads during peak season. So, and being a trainer now, I know I'm going to be out running. So they're not going to let me sit hardly at all. I don't ever sit either. There was a couple of times. There was times where, I didn't have the schedule and I'd sit like one day a week. And I'd sit like on a Wednesday or something. And I'm like, you know what? If I'm gonna sit, I'd rather sit at home. Just give me if you can. I just say I don't demand it. I say if you can. I just let them know my situation. I'm like, look, I value schedule and the home time right now more than money. Okay, I said if you have a day that I could stay home if I could stay home and you want to sit somebody, you know, sit me, sit me at home and give that load to the driver that needs it. There's drivers out there that are upset if they're sitting that day. I'm like, you know what, just give that load to them. Like I want to be right now. I'm able to be like that. I'm able to be like a team player. You know what I mean? Like, look, that guy over there, this is their only income per se. This is their only income. This is the only way they make money. They need all the miles they can get. So give that load to that person and allow me to stay home with my family because that way. So it's like I want to make my family happy. And I also want to make my the accountant, the company happy. So it's like how can this work? And they were like, you know what? Yeah, that'll work. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, no problem. If you have to have me, I'll work. I was only suggesting that like if there was someone you had to sit versus me versus someone else that wanted to work, you know, give that load to that person. they need it, you know, more so than I do. I need that extra time at home to keep the family happy and spend some time with the kids and all that. So that's that was more valuable to me than, you know, like $200 or whatever I'm leaving on the table basically. So and they listened, man. It's been great. I ain't gonna lie. It's been really been good. Um, so you know, I that's why I'm like, you know, I'm happy with the truck I got. I don't care about a new truck, and you know, I still want it. Don't get me. It just, but the account I have and the people I work with on that specific account, um, I don't want to give it up. I don't want to, you know, I'm not going to give it up unless something turns and and things get crazy and like it's real bad on that account, which I don't see happening, or maybe Warner loses the account, which I hope doesn't happen. I'm going to be there for a while. That's why I wanted a new truck so I could have it and be like, you know what, I'm going to have this truck for 2 to 3 more years. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to. I didn't want to set that truck up all the way how I wanted it, you know, and then have to transfer everything to the new truck. You know, I wanted to just have a truck. I can set it up. I'm gonna have this truck for a good 2 or 3 years, you know, and I don't have to worry about them selling this truck or whatever. And another thing was like, you know, I'm getting on the 2 year mark, you know, and I'm thinking, I'm not saying I want to do it, but I'm thinking like if I in 2 or 3 more years, you know, I may be in a position where like I may want to, not saying I want to buy the truck, but I'm saying I might, you know, in 2 or 3 years. And if I had a truck from day one and, you know, and it's 3 years later and you know, they're gonna sell it to somebody else, and I know everything that's wrong with it, and I can't like, you know, have a truck that someone else had, and I can't, you know, I won't be able to blame all the issues on another driver either. It'll be all on me, you know. I know everything wrong with the truck. Um, I'm the only person that's been in the truck. I kind of want that, you know, especially if I'm going to buy a truck, one day it's going to be something like that, you know, where I had it from day one, and you know, I had the truck for 3, 4 years, whatever it is, and you know, maybe I could do something like that then. So I'm ignoring y'all a little bit. Sorry. Um, Roy, I might have to get something to write it down with or something because I'm using my phone. I gotta get it. Hold on. Let me get something to write it down. All right. Let me scroll back up, write it down, and find it right there. All right. Oh. All right, Roy, you can take it down, man. I got it. Appreciate that. I don't know if I'm gonna call. I'll probably call you when I get back on the truck on Monday or Sunday night. I might get back on Sunday night, but yeah, I'll call you then. I'm in the truck. I'm just gonna do this live feed for a little bit longer, and I gotta go to the store and get something for dinner. Trucker Kennedy's making dinner for Mama tonight. So yeah, they went to the kids and the fiance and stuff. They went to Gray's Mountain or whatever. I don't know. Have like apples or something there. I didn't go. I had to do some yard work and get all the leaves and all this stuff in the backyard. Yeah, I'll show y'all. I kind of like it. Man, I just bought this house in June, the end of June, on my birthday actually, my 31st birthday. I just bought this. Um, and I got my vape working today, so I'm not gonna try to dip anymore. I'm not saying that vape's 100% good for you, but it has to be better than dipping. But anyways, this is my backyard. Check it out. Well, here. Yeah, cut the grass. You know what I mean? Cut the grass, got the leaves up. Looks pretty good. Got damn squirrels over there. But yeah, I'm gonna have to do that several times. All these leaves are gonna fall. Look at that squirrel. Goddamn squirrel. Where's my dog at? Oh shit. Where's my dog? Georgia. Georgia. Come on. Come on. Get him. Get it. Go. Go get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. The squirrel. Go. Get him. Get him, Georgia. Get him. This dog is awesome, dude. Get him, Georgia. She's so funny. Anyways, she's over there looking for the squirrel. Get him. She's not gonna catch the daggone squirrel, but she always tries. It's funny. She's a black lab. Her name's Georgia. Great dog. It's the best dog I ever had. She listens. Freaking. I'd take. She sat in the seat like a person, human being. I open the door. She'll just sit there. She won't even get out. And so I say, "Hey, come on," and then she jumps right back in the truck. She's a good dog. But I've only took her for one time. I don't really like having the dog hair and all that stuff all over my truck. So you got a, I think you're saying a boxer. I think that's cool. Yeah, they're good dogs. Yeah, a lot of just take their dogs or whatever with them. Yeah, I got your number, Roy. You can erase that. Warner transfers based on mileage, right? I'm not sure what you mean exactly, Marcel. So, I mean, if you see an account that's hiring, and like some of them have some good like sign-on bonuses too. Like it just depends on the location where they need drivers real bad. I mean, I've seen where they got 5,000. I've seen like $7,000 sign-on bonuses and stuff for certain accounts. And if you're not in that area, shoot, they'll move you. They'll pay you to move over there too. Oh yeah, yeah. A lot of times, yeah. Yeah, there was a driver up there when I was at the terminal. There was a driver there that was turning their truck in. Their truck was sold. It had 375,000 or 380,000 miles on it, and they sold it. So he was turning his truck in and getting another one. So around like 400,000 miles or 350, whatever. It just depends. It depends on the mileage in the year as to when they start changing them out. Normally, when they're older than 2 years and they have 400,000 miles on it or so, it could be less, could be a little more, and they start getting rid of them. When they start getting closer, I guess probably to the warranty wearing out, they start getting rid of them. So, I mean, I don't know exactly. You know what I mean? I'm just a driver. I'm not freaking in that type of. I'm not in the loop when it comes to that, other than seeing what happens. The driver had 380,000 mile truck, and they sold it. So, I'm assuming around that time. He had the same year truck I did. Yeah. So, but I got a brand new truck waiting for me in Springfield, Ohio. But I'm in Virginia. I'm home. So, talking about freaking being up and down with emotions. Yeah, I mean, $2,400 a week. Yeah, I would. I would do that for sure. I'm doing it now, so I don't know if I'm gonna make that much, but I'm on a dedicated account too, so we're home every weekend. So being a trainer or over the road trainer probably would be better as far as making more money. I would imagine you get more miles more consistently. I mean, it's new to me. This is new to me, brand new. My first student will be this week coming up. Um, that's a good question. That's a good question. I actually brought that question up to my fleet manager. Would they be able to move that truck, to maybe even the Allentown terminal? That would be a lot easier for us to go to since we have stores in Pennsylvania all over, and we could easily swing by the terminal, you know, after doing a load. You know what I mean? And that wouldn't put us behind per se that much. So I asked that question. I don't know if that's a possibility. He said he's going to check into it and all that on Sunday when he goes in the office. and we're gonna figure out some type of plan on Monday as to whether or not I'm gonna go get it or whatnot. I told him honestly, I told him straight up. I said, honestly, man, I'm fine. I'm fine with the truck I have. I'm fine. I was there all week trying to get a truck. When I wanted it, basically I couldn't have it. And when I gave up trying to get it and left to go home because the course was over, they released us. They want to call me to give it to me then. So it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, I don't know, you wanted it, you couldn't get it, but now that you don't want it, here it is. It's like the freak, man. Make your mind up. Don't play with my emotions like that. I was all excited as shit, man. I really, really thought I was gonna get a truck. I mean, I really thought I was. I'm like, hell, I'm gonna become a trainer. They're gonna want me to drive an automatic. They're gonna, I just knew I was gonna get it. I just knew I was gonna get a truck, but didn't work out until I was freaking gone. Didn't make any sense. Shit happens. Shit happens, man. You just gotta deal with it. Yeah, I don't know what they took. I don't know what they took a look at. To be straight up honest with you, I'm sure there's other drivers that have as good or better records or been at the company longer that won a new truck too. So I'm not gonna sit there and act like I'm freaking an all-star super trucker dude. I'm just a regular truck driver that does his job and doesn't crash or doesn't get that's not late and they don't get violations. No, is that better than a lot of other drivers or rookie drivers or drivers with my same amount of time? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm committed. I'm dedicated, and to be here for a while. I think that should matter. You know what I mean? But yeah, and I do advertise for free, which I mean that's not a big deal either. I wasn't in there like, man, I make YouTube videos. I should get a brand new truck just because of that. I didn't even mention it. I mean, there were drivers there that were saying, hey, man, I've seen your videos and stuff. I'm like, all right, cool, man. I appreciate you watching and all that. And I took my trailer back to my distribution center before I came home. And as I was pulling in, there was a driver getting ready to pull out. He's a temporary driver on our account. I guess that was his first day. I never seen him before. He's like, hey, man, get him. Oh, a dog just went after a freaking squirrel. But um, yeah, there was a driver there that recognized me. So you're Trucker Kennedy. I'm like, yeah, I guess I am. It's a little strange. I ain't gonna lie to you to be like, I've seen your videos or whatever. I watch you, and like you've helped me on the or whatever. I'm like, that's like cool. That's kind of the purpose. To show my journey and also show some things that I can help other people with. And mainly just a mindset of just like just not giving up. That's like to me that's like my number one like probably message I would say is like I didn't give up. I wasn't perfect, but I didn't give up. You know, there was some bullshit. There's still some bullshit. You know, but I didn't give up. I'm not gonna. It's not. I'm not gonna give up because of this. Even if I go in there or Sunday comes and Monday comes and they're like, we can't work it out for you to get the truck. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be just fine. You know, I'm gonna be just fine. I'm gonna make the same amount of money with that truck over there as I will with the other one, and I actually might make more because this one will travel a little faster. Not much, but I don't know if, and I keep it wound up. You know what I mean? Like I don't freaking keep it wound up. So, um, I like the truck I have. I like shifting. Some people don't like shifting. I enjoy shifting, whether it's traffic, no traffic. Hell, I've been doing it for so many miles. I'm like, hell, I don't know what I'm gonna do when I get an automatic. So if I don't know what I'm gonna do with no clutch and no freaking shifter. I guarantee you, it's gonna take me a couple weeks to freaking realize there's no clutch pedal there. I'm gonna be reaching for the clutch, and there's not gonna be one there. I'm probably gonna be reaching for the freaking gear shifter. Won't be a gear shifter there. I'm like, fuck. I gotta get used to that. And actually, I did the close quarter maneuvers that they have us do. I didn't video it. I'm sorry, but we did that in an automatic. We had to back up in these close quarters and stuff and cones and all these different types of scenarios. And I did that in an automatic. That's the first time I had even been in an automatic. and I was like the fifth person to go. So I watched a few other people go, and I mean, some people were like really like it was. You could see the truck was like it was like jumping hardcore. Like they were. It's weird because you got to have really good on the automatic. From what I went real slow. I went slow as balls. I ain't gonna lie to you, because they were like you got to have really good like throttle control for the automatic, because like you can just get a little gas and it won't go. It's like a delayed response or something. So like you give it a little gas and it doesn't move, but if you hold it there and you don't push any farther, it will move. People were putting the pressure down on the gas and it wasn't moving, so they put more pressure on. So then like once the delayed reaction, I guess, would, I don't know, it would jump like it would just jump like super, like it would jump like you were just like you had the clutch in and you just let the clutch out like super quick. So that's how it would jump forward, and then they would put it in they would jump backwards, right, in reverse, and then they'd put it in drive and jump forward. They were jumping back and forth in the freaking automatic, and I was just kind of just feeling it out, feathering it barely small adjustments on the throttle, and I got it to just creep back. I didn't jump forward or back. So, and that's actually in a Peterbilt 579, and that turn radius is a lot different than a freaking Freightliner. It is. The Freightliner has a better turning radius than the Kenworth or the Peterbilt. It'll turn a little easier. It's a little easier to turn with the Freightliner. So it turns a little quicker. I believe it may have a shorter wheelbase or something, something to where it turns a little sharper. But I managed just fine with the close quarters backing. I did a really good. I was real proud of myself. I did a really good job on that. So the first day of we were doing like 45s back into the spot, and for whatever reason, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I did all right. I did it. I got it in there. Didn't hit anything, this and that. But I'm like, man, I was disappointed in myself. I ain't gonna lie. But the next day in the close quarter maneuvers, I did freaking great. So I don't know. I don't know. You're like, well, imagine there's a trailer there, and imagine there's a trailer here, and I'm like, well, I'm not good at imagining, I guess. I'd rather just have the obstacle there and work around it. So, anyways, yeah. Yeah, it takes a little bit to get used to, for sure, Blake. Yeah, I mean, I got my hoodie in the house. It's not cold right now, but I'll make a video wearing it. Actually, hold on, I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll show you the hood. I do like it. It's catchy. It's definitely a catchy thing. You know. I wish I'd have thought about that. Maybe I'd have sold some freaking shirts. But yeah. All this credit goes to, I guess, Quilty718. Here, I'm gonna put it out here on my deck, on the rail. You can look at it. I got a hoodie. I knew it was getting cold. I don't need to buy a t-shirt. I got t-shirts. I got a Warner trainer shirt too, but I'll show that in my videos. I'm sure I'll be wearing a lot. I got like 3 of every shirt I wear, or more. They're like my work attire. That's all I wear it for, is work. Here's my shirt. Yeah, I haven't really watched Party Hard much, but yeah, I'm a YouTube truck. Oh, sorry, I'm not a YouTube trucker. I'm a trucker on YouTube, and that's Quilty718. So yeah, so that's where the credit goes on that. So yeah, I gotta get with him again and get the link. He'll give me a promotion code and stuff, so y'all can use that too. I saved like, I don't know, I think it was like 15 or 20% by using promo code. Yeah, come up with your own slogan. I kind of got one I used. I mean, not as often as he did, but I kind of got one. it's kind of corny, so it's not as catchy as that. That's pretty catchy. So, yeah, mine's pretty just, I don't know, just what makes me really just I've said it a few times or several times in my videos, but I don't know what it would be. What kind of slogan should I use if I made T-shirts or something like that? You know, what should I use? My first thought initially was, I was gonna make one that it said, if you give your best, there's no way you can fail. But that was my first thing, that I was thinking of doing. If you give your best, there's no way you can fail. If you really think about it, if you give your best, you really can't fail. If you give you got, but you have to actually be honest with yourself and know, like, was that my best? Did I give everything I had? Because normally, if you really think about things that you gave your best to, it usually worked out pretty good. I gave my every bit of all. It was hard. It was hard to do. It's hard to give your best because it takes so much effort. But if you gave your very best, there's a really good possibility that you're pretty good at whatever you gave your best at. Sometimes your best is will surprise you. You'll be surprised at what you can actually do. Yeah, something like that. It's not bad. Blake says something about never accepting defeat. Yeah, yeah, along those words, along those lines would be something like that. Just the message of just not giving up and stuff like that. That's mainly my thing. You know, life is hard, and I don't think it's any. I don't want to throw race out there or anything like that. But I will. I'll keep it real. But I don't feel. I'm 31 years old, and I don't feel. I know I've worked hard, not just in trucking. I worked hard. I feel like I've worked way harder before trucking. If anything, trucking has been one of the easiest jobs I've ever had, to be honest with you. Even though trucking's not easy, it's not easy, but it has, and to me, it's been one of the easiest, and most rewarding so far job that I've had or career. I was in the Marines. That it wasn't no part of that was easy, but that has been actually really rewarding too. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, man, but yeah, 41, retiring from the military. I didn't see the rewards for my service. I didn't see the impact of it until I got out. That is when I started seeing the reward from that. And actually, that's probably one of the biggest rewards I'll probably ever get is serving in the military. I'll be honest, that's probably the biggest rewards I'll ever get because that you're going to be a veteran for the rest of your life. So that is a good reward. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't necessarily appreciate all the hard times and all the I didn't really appreciate like I said, a lot of the things that happened in the military, all the things I had to go through, being stationed so far away, just the timing, a lot of the things that have happened, man, have been like nothing but a test to me. Like, man, how it is being in the military where you have to you don't have a choice but to stick it out. You have to deal with it. You have to. You're gonna be in Afghanistan or whatever it is for this amount of time. You can't. I'm going home. You can't just do that. You can't just be like, I quit. You can't do that. It's not an option. Marines don't quit, for one. We don't quit. We don't ever give up, for two, and for three, that's just who I am too. I may not like it, but I'm damn sure not gonna give up. But that don't mean I have to like what's going on either. What's going on, High Plains? High Plains Drifter, man, you've always been in here supporting the channel, and I appreciate it, just like Blake is, man. Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Yeah. You give advice, you watch my videos, you give thumbs up. Start calling myself Jarhead Trucker. I think there's somebody out there with a similar name like that, if I'm not mistaken. So. Thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah, I'm just home, enjoying some home time, relaxing after my week at the trainer course. Um, yeah, appreciate it, Guilty, man. Hey, I got your hoodie right here, bro. Right here. I'm not wearing it yet, but I just got home. Like, I got home last night, late. But there's your hoodie, my man. I'm not a YouTube trucker. I'm a trucker on YouTube. All credit goes to Quilty718. So yeah, man. I'm gonna wear it tonight when it gets a little chilly out here. Right now, I don't need to wear it. It's pretty warm here in Virginia. Nice blue skies. Look at the sky. Yeah, man. I'm in my house, my backyard, my deck. I gotta get some furniture out here. I'm slacking on that, man. I just moved in here and I just bought this house at the end of June. So there's a lot of work when you have your own house. That's for damn sure. Never ending. I got the trampoline over here for the girls. I don't need a play set. There's one across the street and there's a big playground in our neighborhood as well. So there's a jogging there's trails and jogging paths, and they can go ride their bikes, and this is a pretty good community. So I don't have to worry about anything like that. I mean, it's great. I ain't gonna lie to you, I love this place. Well, maybe if you stock back up, you know, that's good if if you're selling out, it's a good thing, right? That means you can sell some more once you get some more in stock. Yeah, it's nice quality too, man. It ain't bad at all. It's actually pretty nice. So I appreciate it. That was money well spent, I guess. Yeah, it fits nice. So appreciate it. Look at this vapor I got. Look at that. I got the freaking beast, whatever, the cloud beast tank. Yeah, freaking cool. It's better than me spitting in a bottle on video. That's pretty gross, ain't it? So hold on. Oh, I didn't even read your. Marcel said, "Hey, Guilty." Marcel said, "Guilty ain't gonna have to drive for much longer, selling all these."
Oh shit! Sorry guys. My phone died. I had to plug it up, and it should be back working now. I'll let you come back in and give you a few minutes. When you drop in, let me know that it's working. If you can hear me, appreciate it. Yeah, sorry, my phone died. So yeah, that's what happened. I had to plug it up, and the iPhone takes a minute to come back on. So once you let it die. I was trying to go live on my laptop, but I couldn't figure it out. This is like a brand new laptop, so I've barely even used it. I really have barely used it. So we just got high speed internet hooked up at our house like 2 weeks ago. So yeah, now I can actually use my laptop. So but I don't take it on the road with me. There's really no point. I don't have hotspot on my phone. Well, I do, but I'm not going to pay for that. I already paid enough. I'm really trying to figure out how I can go on how the other people do. They can go on their laptop and they can actually respond to the comments. That's what I'm trying to do right now. That's what I'm trying to do. But I'm figuring it out live, I guess. Yeah. Video. Let's see here. Well, I got 51 videos on YouTube. I didn't even know that. 51 videos. Let's see how many views I've had. Not a lot, but you got to start somewhere. I'm growing slowly but surely, but it's not about the numbers to me. It's something to do. People watch. Awesome. You know, it's anybody that I can help, and that's by my videos, then cool. You know, if it's just something to do, something to watch or listen to while you're going down the road, cool. That's what I do. I watch a lot of YouTube videos or I listen to YouTube videos. I don't watch them. You know, so that's what I do. Yeah. All right, here's the video. So let me try to see if I can comment back to you. All right, cool. Comment. All right, cool. I gotta turn the sound off though. Comment. Oh shoot. I gotta turn the sound off though. Shut up. All right, cool. I figured it out. Now I can comment back. All right. I made my first comment on my own video. How cool. That's funny. Who wants to be, I don't really need a moderator, but I kind of want to make one just for the hell of it. If I ever do get bigger, you know, I might have to kick some people out of here. Right now, I don't have enough people to kick one out. So. I'm cooking, yeah. High Plains, you said I should start a small online store. Yeah, well, I think I got to grow a little bit more in order to be able to be successful at that. I need to spend more time on my videos and edit and get some better software for, you know, editing purposes and all that. I'm not here pretending like I'm the best at that because I know I'm not. Yeah, so I'm trying. Maybe I'll get there one day. Yeah. I think, did Blake, did you see Guilty's response to him starting his own company and getting out of the truck? He said that's the plan, trying to be the new Sean John out here. He's funny. That dude's hilarious, ain't he? He's so funny. Yeah. All right. Roy says he's about to get some sleep. Got to drive tonight. Holler if I can help you. Absolutely, Roy. I got your phone number. I will be hitting you up for sure if I have questions. Go ahead and get some rest, and you know, you gotta get your rest to be able to drive safely in the morning. You know all about that, and I don't have to tell you. That's just for other people, you know. High Plains said he'd buy something if I created a store of some sort. All right, I appreciate that. Thank you. Maybe I will. Yep. Cool. Thanks, High Plains. Yeah, I just wanted to come back on and let you guys know my phone died. I do need to start making some dinner. Mom was gonna be mad at me if she comes home and there's no freaking dinner, at least start it. So yeah, I gotta run out to Walmart or a Food Line or something. I think I might. What should I make tonight? What should I make for dinner? What's a good dinner? I usually make good ribs, like some barbecue ribs, but I'm starting at a little late. I usually like to have my ribs like slow cooked, you know, and like kind of like falling off the bone. That's how I like my ribs. I could always go get some steaks, cook some steak on the grill. I don't know, what else should I get? Maybe some mashed potatoes or something, or some green beans, some not green beans in a can or frozen or anything, like the real green beans, the fresh green beans. I can make some of them. I don't know. We'll see. Get some squash and maybe some zucchini and stuff like that. Some onions. Maybe I'll go get that. Make some good dinner for us. Yeah, it sounds good, doesn't it? Yeah, it's real good. I'm making you hungry. Yeah. And you know what? The worst time to go shopping is when you're hungry. I mean, right now I'm not that hungry. I'm all right, but sometimes I go to the store and I'm buying freaking, 6 steaks for 2 people. It's like, why are you getting all those steaks? I'm like, well, I was hungry. I might eat 2 of them, and I only eat 1 or not even 1. So yeah, I eat some food. Well, but I'll eat it for leftovers too. But steaks are only really good right off the grill. But actually, I don't know if they have corn on the cob still. I kind of want that. Some steak, corn on the cob, mashed potatoes. That sounds freaking great, doesn't it? Maybe you get a salad or something. Make a fresh salad. That'd be good. Yeah, I might do that. But I need to get going. I'm gonna get the belt when she gets home. I'm going to whoop me. Shoot. No. Let's see here. 7:20. So what do you guys plans for this evening? What's going on, Chris? Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Actually, I met Chris at the Warner Terminal in Springfield, Ohio. Appreciate it, Chris, for introducing yourself and letting me know you watch me and stuff, man. I appreciate it. It was awesome meeting you and stuff, man. I hope the transition to Warner is a good one for you. What did you end up having to do, Chris? Did you do your driving test? Did you already get that done? And did you get issued a truck? Yeah, got my truck last night. Did you get a used one or did you get a new one? Shoot, I was there all week at the trainer course, right? And I tried to get a truck. You got a new one. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. And they said they didn't have any trucks, right, for me or whatever. And so I was there all week. I left when I left Friday. I was already 5 hours gone, right? I was like an hour from my house, and they called me and said they had a brand new truck waiting for me. They said they have a brand new truck waiting for me in Springfield, Ohio, at the terminal, but I had already left. Ain't that something? You were there. That's some BS, ain't it? Yeah. So now there's a brand new truck waiting for me in Springfield, Ohio, the place I just left at, and my fleet manager may or may not be able to come up with a plan to get me back there. And there's no guarantees that. Right. Well, I was at the terminal trying to get a truck, and then I was also trying to get a student actually because I didn't really want a student right out of there, but there was one person there that was perfect. It was perfect. I spoke to him. He was from Virginia. He was from like the Hampton area. It was perfect for our account. Perfect for me, because I met him. I talked to him. He everything was cool. Like it was normal. I talked to him. You know what I mean? I met him, and the only I couldn't get him because he had an automatic restriction, and I drive a 10-speed manual. So I couldn't get him, but that would have been a perfect student. And I don't want to get someone that department picks. I want to go there and be able to see, talk to someone and see how it goes. Just the initial first impression. The first impressions or kind of what I go by. Yeah, man. I'm not gonna say her name on here, but yeah. But the other lady called me. The other lady called me when I was 5 hours gone. I already left. So that's frustrating. I ain't gonna lie. But whatever. What can I do? I'm not talking bad about the person, you know. I mean, she's doing her job, whatever, you know. But to tell drivers that there's no trucks when there's 200 brand new trucks, it's kind of a, you know, she did end up saying that they weren't in the system. Like, okay, that makes sense. You know, that makes sense. But don't tell me there's no trucks when there's 200 trucks I'm looking at. So I'd be lying if I said I wasn't frustrated about that. Well, I don't know. What color did you get, blue or white? Blue, yeah. It's a good. They had a ton of blue ones. That's cool, man. You got a truck, man. Congratulations on the new truck, man. How you like it? How you like the new truck? Yeah, it takes every time you get into a new truck, man. It's a different feel. You got to get used to, and that you got to get used to that truck. It feels different. I noticed that too because my first truck, I trained in